Hello everyone, my name is Amol More and welcome to our channel Solution to Blackbook. So, if you are new to our channel, make sure that you subscribe by hitting this subscribe button. And if after watching this video, suppose if you like our videos and the concepts, make sure to hit this like button. So let us start with our video. So this video is based upon a limit concept. The concept is if limit x tends to 0, then x raised to n sin raised to nx upon x raised to n minus sin raised to nx is a non-zero finite number, then n is equal to. Okay, so before solving this question, you need to know a few things. Now, what are those few things? Let me start with that. Suppose if you have a limit x tends to 0, x minus sin x by x cube. Suppose if you have this question. Okay, so let us get back to the question first. So they are saying this limit has a finite answer. It means it is not undefined. It has some finite answer. Then what should be the value of n? Is it 1, 2 or 3? So for solving this question, you need to understand this particular question. Now, usual Bode's method, people will say, okay, the limit does not exist over here, undefined. But that is not the way it is done. So over here, you need to understand that there is a series of sin x, which you need to remember. The series is x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 by 7 factorial, and this stuff goes on till infinity. As x is tending to 0, this series can be applied. Okay, so let us open the bracket and let us see what happens over there. X minus x plus x cube by 3 factorial minus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial plus x raised to 7 by 7 factorial, and this stuff goes on till infinity upon x cube. So observe very carefully, x got cancelled, and what you have limit x tends to 0, and then you have x cube by 3 factorial. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll divide everyone by x cube. Okay, then there is a minus. I'm dividing everyone by x cube so that you understand this in detail. And this stuff goes on like this, x raised to 7 by 7 factorial upon x cube, and then till infinity. Now observe very carefully, over here x cube got cancelled, and over here x cube and x raised to 5 got cancelled, and x square remained. Over here x cube and x raised to 7 got cancelled, and x raised to 4 remained, and this stuff will continue. Okay, now observe very carefully, the first thing, x cube and x cube got cancelled, so there is no 0 in the denominator now. So 1 by 3 factorial, right? Okay, and over there x square upon 5 factorial, but x square is 0, so that would be 0. And over here x raised to 4 upon 7 factorial, but that is again 0 raised to 4. So the answer is 1 by 3 factorial, which is 1 by 6. So for the questions like x minus sin x, there should be x cube in the denominator. If x cube is there in the denominator, then the limit will definitely exist. Okay, then what are the other possibilities? Suppose if there was x square, then will it exist? Just remember, if there is x square, then the limit will exist. Yes, the limit will exist, but it will be 0. Now you will say how? Suppose you replace this x cube by x square. What will happen? Instead of 1 by 3 factorial, what would you have? X by 3 factorial, right? Because x cube by x square would be x by 3 factorial, and the answer would be x would be replaced by 0, so the answer would be 0 instead of 1 by 6. So if you want to have a non-zero answer, are you getting the point? If you want to have a non-zero answer, x minus sin x should have x cube in the denominator. If x square is there, the limit is going to exist, but it will be 0. If x is there, again the limit will exist, but it will be 0. Are you getting it? It should be exactly x cube. Then my friend, the limit is going to exist and it will be 1 by 6. If it is x raised to 4, then x will remain in the denominator. See, x cube and x raised to 4 will get cancelled and x will remain in the denominator, but that will be 1 by 0 and not defined. Hence, the limit will not exist. So I will make a table for you. X minus sin x by x. The answer is 0. if the limit is tending to 0. ठीक है, why is it so? X by x is 1, sin x by x is 1, so the answer is 0. Limit x tends to 0, x minus sin x divide by x square. Again, what will happen over here, you will apply the series expansion and x cube will be the first term, x cube by x square again would be x, and hence it would be again 0. Then limit x tends to 0, x minus sin x by x cube, so this will be 1 by 6, and then comes limit x tends to 0, x minus sin x by x raised to 4. Now you have x raised to 4, x raised to 5 and whatever. The limit does not exist. This is what you need to know, boss. Okay, so I hope this concept got cleared. Now we can get back to the question. The question is x raised to n sin raised to n. So let me write down limit x raised to tends to 0, x raised to n sin raised to n x upon x raised to n minus sin raised to n x. Okay, now suppose the value of n is 1. So what will happen, let me replace this n by 1. So n की जगह हमने 1 डाल दिया. So x minus sin x upon what do you need? I replaced n by 1. So x minus sin x upon what would be needed? Just tell me. Just now we saw x minus sin x upon, if you want a non-zero finite answer, what would you need? You would need divide by x cube. Then the denominator will have a finite non-zero limit, but the numerator will also be divided by x cube, na? So 1x will be provided to x and 1x will be provided to sin x and 1x will remain. So this will be 1, this will be 1, but 1 by x will be non-existent. Does not exist limit. It means n is equal to 1 is not serving the purpose, boss. So n is equal to 1 can't be the answer, right? Because 1x will remain. Okay, now let us try n is equal to 2. So if n is equal to 2, this will be x square sin square, this will be x square sin square. So let me apply some algebra over here. Limit x tends to 0, x square sin square x, and in the denominator what would I do? I would simply say x minus sin x and x plus sin x. As I want a non-zero answer, as I want a non-zero finite answer, what would I do? Just observe the denominator. X minus sin x would require x, no. X square, no. X cube will be required. Then the answer for this will be 1 by 6. And x plus sin x, I don't even need to tell. This is just mere board's level, it will require x. Isn't that? Because x by x will be 1, sin x by x will be 1, and x minus sin x by x cube is 1 by 6. So a non-zero answer is existent. So we divided the denominator by x raised to 4. So numerator will also be divided by x raised to 4. Now x raised to 4, see, it is totally existent because x square by x square again will get cancelled and sin square x by x square again will get cancelled and you will get 1. So this will be 1 and this will be 1. So it will be 1, and this answer we already know 1 by 6, and this answer we know x by x 1 and sin x by x 1. So this will be 2. So the answer will be 1 by 3, which is nothing but 3, which is a non-zero finite answer. When did we get that? When the value of n was equal to 2. So definitely 3 is not required. So the correct answer to this question is 2, n equal to 2. For that, what you needed was the series of sin x. If you don't know, please know this series in detail, and if you want me to make separate videos on series expansions for limits, just let me know in the description comment box. And also you should know this particular things, that if it is x then it is 0, if it is x square then it is 0, if it is x cube then it is 1 by 6, if it is x raised to 4 then it is does not exist. I am very sure and that you liked this video, and if you like this video, again I would like to tell you that please hit the like button and let me know in the comment box. And अगर सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ गाइस सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल सॉल्यूशन टू ब्लैक बुक. आज के लिए इतना ही.